here with more space engineers, and you know, we're staying up all night so you don't have to. Yeah, not joking. It's yeah, almost 4 a.m. Not too bad, right? Yeah, it wasn't working on the armor, and crashed out because I was so bloody tired. Oh, all right. Well, so what are we doing? Well, we've gone ahead. Remember the last time we were together, we were talking about getting the armor done, and I've gotten most of it blocked out at this point. Over here on this side, as you can see, we have gone ahead and duplicated it, and I figured today we'd do something a little bit different. We're going to do some weapon systems today. Now, I don't have a huge, how do I want to say it? This ship has never been built around the concept of being a frontline, toe-to-toe brawler, right? It's always been, the concept has always been something that has basically enough coverage to keep it alive long enough to escape, hopefully. Between the shields and what weapon systems are on board. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of work with that today. Now, I'm not expecting this to be a huge thing. Let's go here. And then I think what we're going to do is let's do that. To use that to anchor it. And we're going to go that. And then we're going to repeat this one more time. So we end up with, you know, a little bit of defense on it. And now we're going to actually come over to this side and repeat that. Now, one of the things, oh, I moved that too far forward, didn't I? Oh, okay, that's fine, that's fine. I was originally going to have a an elbow here on the front, but oh well. So move you to there. And now we're going to, once again, deset. There. That. To there. Okay. And then basically what this is going to do is hopefully provide us enough protection from, because we are going to put more weapons on here, don't worry about that. But like I said, should give us enough coverage to at least keep us alive long enough to be able to either disengage or get the hell out of the area. Okay, so that's all of those. Now the other place that I want to put some weapons are going to be on the nacelles. And if you remember, I've gone ahead and piped these in, but if you remember when we put the reactor room in, we had a couple of the 6-way junctions. Well, this is why we put them in. Actually, you can't really see back in there. Let me see if I can wedge myself in here. But so some of the junctions we had put in to run piping, that was why we left them open with a little bit of space under the thrusters, was so that we'd be able to run the conveyor blocks through here and pipe them in back this way. Now what we're going to do back here is I'm going to have a couple of weapons on the aft portion of the nacelle, on both port and starboard. And I'm thinking we're gonna punch one like right in here. We'll probably turn it that way, something like this. Which means should have enough room there for it. So go in there. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. There you go. And yes, we'll do that. Because what I'm thinking here is we may actually do this. And so that gives us a little bit of cover for when we're running away. Directly behind us. Like I said, the idea is that we're going to hopefully be able to run in a straight line as fast as possible. So anything that's coming in missile-wise that's maybe tracking us, these will help give us a little bit of cover. And then up here, we're actually going to put in 2 more turrets. I'm thinking these are only bottom feed. What I may need to do then let's see here, if we get we'll pop that out of there for a second. If we take you out, put you in. I think I have the parts I need to build this, but I hope I have the parts I need to it. Really? Alright. So, you know what? Let's just go ahead and throw 1,000 of those in there. We'll let these guys get built up. Come on, I don't need many. Alright, didn't look like I guess we had some in there that I didn't know about. Alright. Okay, so yes, that will work. Alright, so then we'll be able to do turret there, which we may need to resculpt some of this. But that's fine. I'm not too worried about that aspect of it, honestly. Just to make sure. Yes, okay. Well, that's just to keep it consistent with the other side. And you are already built. Okay. And there. Alright, so that gets us couple of missile launchers, a whole lot of autocannons. And now we need to do the other stack of cannons up here. And now, so for those who have been paying attention, you know that this is not a odd number of on the width, it's an even number. So this is going to be one block off either way. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to shift this to the far outside. And I want it mostly centered there, I think. And can we get away? That should work. All right. So that's that and that. I'll need to go down and pipe those in, which is fine. Did I do that? Yeah, there you go. I did that one block in on the upper portion here. I did that there, and then you are directly behind. Fourth one, cool. Which would put you right there. Alright, so you should be in line with each other. We're going to go ahead, pop that stuff out. There's going to be one there, and then we're going to have one of these over here, but I don't want to put that in quite yet. So let's run, actually, no. Let's run this, we'll go ahead and just have this hang out down here. And do that, just to have it a little bit better secured. So you're going to be something like that, I think. I'm out of interior plates. Okay, let's go grab some more interior plates. Okay. And basically we're going to do this on both sides. Yeah, we're going to do this on both nacelles, I should say. Let's just go ahead and have you make like 1,000 of those. Alright, let's grab some power. Figure out what the turrets still need, and we'll get those cranked up and ready to go. And that will be, I think, most of the build, actually. The rest of it will just be greebling. But I definitely wanted to get the weapons in today, just so that we could get a good view of what the thing's going to look like. Maybe take it out for a quick spin to see if we need to add any more gyros or thrusters. I think thruster-wise we're probably pretty good. All of the basic flights, just getting it up and around and maneuvering it, have been, I don't want to say exemplary, but definitely usable. It's definitely at a functional level. The only thing that I might do for thrusters is I could see adding a couple of more lateral thrusters. But I think that realistically, I think it's more the gyros. Where we are right now is not bad. It turns fairly well. But I do think that it may end up needing a few more gyros on it if we wanted to have it be a little bit more maneuverable. Alright, so let's get out here. We're gonna go get this thing piped in. Oh, excuse me, hiccups. Alright, and we're gonna drop you down. You come through here. Actually, take it off the top. Ah, crud. There. So if we do that, bring it over this way. That should come there. Come on. All right, we'll just do that. And then that way we also have the ability to tag in from here. We still need to run one line down to there. So what I may do, so let's go something like that, maybe. There we go. And we'll end up leaving most of that unsorted just because of the fact that, well, I should say, we'll leave this open so I can actually get in here and check to make sure everything's piped in and connected. Right. And you are piped through. We're going to run something similar over on this side. It won't necessarily look exactly the same because, well, never does. And you will be there. Yes, yes, okay. Gets us that. Question is, do I want to run it that way or do I just want to? I think what we're going to do is we're going to run this one a little differently. Just because we can. Yeah. Why make it consistent if you don't have to? And you. There we go. And like I said, we're going to leave that unwelded in here. We're going to leave the access hatch in until we got it to the point where we're sure everything is where it needs to be. That is all of that piped in. So the missiles are piped in, these guys are piped in. It's just waiting for all of the parts we need. Which looks like it's catching up. And I'm guessing, what do we need? Motors, huh? Okay. Let's go ahead and queue up a bunch of motors. Actually, do we have any motors in the... Oh, okay. That would be what we're missing. Motors, you're just nickel and iron. Should have a ridiculous amount of both. Yes, okay, not a problem. Let's go ahead and queue up 1,000 of those just because we can. Alright, and that gets us mostly done. The only thing left to do armor-wise, really, at this point, is to close up those holes. We have the lower nacelle area that we have to finish the armoring up, which we can go ahead and get some of this in here. Basically, it's just dropping a bunch of armor plates in here to finish this off and then to do the detailing work. And for that, actually, I might need to make a bunch of plates. But we need to do that for both of the nacelles. This area, I think what we're going to do for this is let's go... Let's see, that's that line there. So let's have that come out a couple. So that comes out 4. I want this to be recessed. And I think what we're going to do is we'll follow that line. And have it come down like that. And if we then go... Really? Ah, space engineers, swear. There we go. And what do you think? Maybe one more? And I'll probably come back and do something with this. But I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. There we go. And then we come back like so. And just like everywhere else that we've had one of these, where we had the 45s or any of the slopes drop, we end up with something like that. Alright, so this then becomes our passageway. And we bring you back. And this allows us to start finishing off the passageway build here, and then that can eventually come out. That gets us into here, which gets us up into the ship. Good timing. Come in here really quick. Go ahead and get ourselves recharged. And that should be enough power, honestly. Okay. And back out. And you can see how this is basically going to operate functionally. I do want to figure out something to do with this space, because it's just, that is a huge chunk of space that we're not going to be using. And then I think for these guys, we'll bring it out to there. And we'll do that on both sides. So it should be... Yeah? Okay. And then you guys are going to be basically just a straight line here. Now remember, we've got our emergency stuff back here, our battle bridge. So, and below us is our engineering section. So that's part of the reason why I want to get the extra armor in here, because I want to make sure we have the emergency systems and combat systems as well protected as possible. Now I do want 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if we do and that's 4. So here maybe, no, that'll work, because then we can, what I'm thinking here is maybe something like this. I'm out of steel plates. I'm running out of everything. Ah. Let's go ahead and give those to me. That's fine. Get the rest of this stuff in. So hopefully this is all making sense. We'll see how it comes out. What I may end up doing is that bottom row, I may take that out and do a 2x1 ramp there. So what I'm thinking is something like this. Let's see. And then do the same here. Just to help smooth the stuff out a little bit. Now, I did originally think of putting a turret in right here, but ended up not doing that for probably obvious reasons. Would be off center, and that one would irritate the hell out of me. I would not be able to look at the ship. It really would just drive me absolutely up the wall. Alright. And then you guys something like that. And then this will actually be half blocks that can come out. So I'm thinking this will actually run this way. And we go. I don't know. I'll figure out something to do in here. I'm not quite sure which way I want to run that one yet. You guys go that way. We know we're going to do that, at least for right now. What I may do is basically, how you see how I have these in alternating, like these little bands are in alternating strips. I may end up doing that up here so that it repeats a little bit. So we may have something like, it goes from, say, here to there. I'll probably do some texturing or something in here. And then on this side, we'll be able to do, we'll leave this open for greebling, leave that open for greebling. And I don't know if we'll do greebling, on, like actual greebling on this, or if we'll do something with the armor blocks. Because there's a couple of different things I could do in here for detailing. But we'll see. I haven't really decided on that yet. And then you guys go through like that. Ties all of that together. And we are that much closer to getting this thing done. Alright. Let's take this thing out. Do a quick test flight with it. And I'll probably back over here. Not sure where we need to go with the height on this. I'm guessing about there probably. I may need to go up like one more. So maybe there. Because eventually this whole thing is going to sit down a little bit lower. But I'm not sure how much lower. Because we haven't gotten the landing gear replacements in. And then you guys are going to go up to wherever it needs to go. We're just going to use that as placeholders for right now. which is fine. Let's go ahead and bring that in here. All right. Let's get on board this beast. We finally turn our headlight off. I again apologize for the flashing. So let us bring up our secondary reactors. Turn on our thrusters. So we're at 38% power usage, not too bad. Deceleration could be better. I mean, we've got a lot of lift thrusters on this thing. So I could probably get away with putting at least 2 more in, one on each nacelle, basically back in between the turrets on the inner side. I might even be able to get away with putting a couple in that banding area up front. But overall, I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised. So she's definitely accelerating. Speedster she is not, but that's okay, you know. She flies in a straight line. There we go. So, yeah, we're gonna need more gyros. That is a crazy amount of lag on the flight system there. Okay. We're gonna not look at the force field blocks. All right. All right, so for vanilla design, it works. Now, one of the things that I would probably do realistically is if I was going to use this outside of a vanilla ship design, I think what I would do is replace the thrusters with the large thrusters and put in one of the modded thruster sets. All right. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call this one here. I'm going to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, you know the routine. Hit those likes, subscribes, the whole 9 yards. Share it with your friends and family. Share it twice with the people you don't like. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw those down in the comment section below. And we're going to get out of here. So, yeah, like I said, hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Well, given that it's Friday, enjoy your weekend as well. And as always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. All right. So now comes the fun part of trying to get this thing back over the landing pad inverted so we can finish working on the other side. All right. And hopefully not slam into the landing pad here. Wouldn't that be my luck? See if we can do this.